Alright guys, I'm going to show you in Design Space how you can make this file that I did for the wedding keepsake box that I made. First thing I did was I brought in this free file from Design Bundles, and I will link that on the post so you guys can grab it for yourself. I'm going to ungroup this, and I'm going to delete the parts that I do not need. Move this out of here. I'm only going to keep the silhouette. I don't need any of this stuff. And I'm going to ungroup this. Don't need any of that. Alright, and I'm going to bring a shape in so I can trim off the back end here. And I just kind of rotated it to kind of give it a different look. Grab both of them, come down here and hit your slice button. And then move her out of the way and delete that. You don't need any of that. Okay, that part's done. That's easy. If you guys have never used Glyphs in Design Space, you know those fancy things that come with the fonts, there is a program that you can install, and I'm going to try and show you here. I've already installed it, so I'm not sure how it's going to come up. But you come on your, this is for Windows. Come down here and hit your little Windows button down here and go to your Microsoft Store. And I just installed it, so that's why it's still up. But you're going to do a search for this. It's called Character Map UWP. Search for that and install it. Okay? And I already have it launched too. So you're going to come down when it launches, and you're going to type in the font that you want to use. So I used the Nightfall. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. For my text, I'm going to type out Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Design Space is being a butt today. I've tried this a few times. Just so you guys know, I'm sure you understand. Okay, so this font I want in the Nightfall. Click on that, and it comes up. Okay, but this doesn't look like the one that I have. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to that character map, and I typed in up at the top the Nightfall, and it comes up. And these are all the different things that you can get with this font. So say, for example, I want this H. You can click on it, and it's going to show what it looks like over here. But I'm looking for the M. Okay, so I want to look for the capital M. That's what I'm going to change. Let me find it here. Here's the regular one. And there it is. So it shows you. Now double click on this. Okay. I think I got two things on here, so let me get rid of one of those. Okay, double click on it, and it's going to show up down here. Well, can't see it. There it is. Over here, you're going to click this copy. So make sure that you have double clicked on here, because if it just comes up here, you can't copy it from here. This right here and hit copy. Okay, then you're going to go back to Design Space, click on this, highlight your M, and then on your keypad, hit Control V, and there's your M. Okay, we're going to do it for this one too, Control V. Now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to find the S. This is the S I want. See what it looks like. Double click on it, which I have to get rid of one of these. Can't only have one on there. Double click, copy, come back over here, double click on your font, find your S, highlight it, Control V, and there's your Smith. Okay, so that's how you do one. Now, obviously you're going to type out, the rest of your font. I'm not going to show all of it because it's going to take too long. But you would type out your date, whatever it is, and you're going to do the same thing. Go back to your font here. Delete that. Whatever you need to change out, that's how you're going to change it. Now with the little heart that I did in there, it was very different. I could not get. I know it's the letter X. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. And the font is called Justica, I think it's called, tail. Now you can see it here, but I could not get it to come up. Okay, so I know it's the X. I'm going to come back down over here, and I'm going to type in the font. Oops. Okay, so I know it's the letter X. I'm going to find it. This is it right here. Double click on it, and it would not copy and paste. It kept doing an X. So what I did, I highlighted this, save as. See, here's a PNG, and down here is an SVG. I'm just going to save it as an SVG with white fill. Okay, and it's going to ask me where I want to save it, and I'm just going to save it here because I already did it once. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to upload it. You're going to see my mess here. Let's see. Okay, open it as an SVG, and there it is. And I'm going to insert that. Bring it in here. I'm going to delete that. I don't need that. But I'm going to change the color of it so I can see it a little better. Okay. For this, I don't need the and because I use the heart as the and with the design that I did. So let me go through here and get rid of that. All right, I'm going to change this same color. And then you play around with it however you think it looks good. Let me bring this up here first. This I had right in the center. And then bring this out here. You're just going to play around with it till you get it to how you like it. And then I'm going to weld that together. Now earlier when I tried to do this, the offset did not work for me, so I had to go old school. Let me see if it'll work. Oh, it actually worked this time. Okay. That's a little too big. I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time getting this thing to get to the size that I like. If you can't get your offset to work, you know what? I'm going to show you how I do it old school. This is before they had offset. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to change it green, so I know that that's the one that I'm going to add to this. My red one, I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'll show you what I mean by what I'm going to do here. Move that up here. This red one, I'm going to move to the front. Maybe. Send to the front. Okay. Then your green, I'm just going to offset it just a little bit. What I'm doing here is I'm making it so that it's thicker. So that when you go to slice it out, okay, first I'm going to weld that together. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to slice it. And I'm going to move that over. Take this, and I'm going to delete it. Okay, you get the same effect as you do as if you were using the offset. But this is how us old school design space people used to have to do it before the offset came in. So all this does is when you go to make your design, you'll be able to layer it up so it doesn't lay on top of each other. You don't even have to slice it out if you don't want to. I did it this way because it makes it easier when you're laying vinyl so that it doesn't lay on top of each other. Alright? So that just kind of shows you how to do it. Hope this helps you guys. First I'm going to start by painting the box, and I'm going to use soft black. And I'm going to end up painting over it, but this is going to be my base color. Alright, while the paint is drying, I am going to weed my design. All right, we're going to put the next coat of paint on. I'm going to use, this is Deco Art Light Buttermilk. Put my gloves on. Hopefully it's dry enough. I'm not one for patience, so we'll see how it goes. All right, we're going to go ahead and sand this a little bit. Okay, let's clean up our mess here. Okay, this surface is pretty smooth. We need it to be smooth to be able to put our vinyl on there. I'm going to wipe it off with this cloth I have here. You don't want to leave any lint particles behind because it'll show underneath your vinyl. This is the design I'm going to put on, and I am going to layer it before I put it on there. Because this is kind of bubbled like that, I'm going to tape it down.